Dana said losing Burgos was one of the worst decisions the UFC ever made. I know, and looked genuinely disappointed after hearing they lost him. I know. He shouldn't have been lost. He always put on fun fights. To be fair, he did start looking more for decision wins and evading the war against Jordan when he fought him. But yeah, it was a massive loss for the UFC. He always put on fun fights. Thank you for the membership. Top 3 underrated fights in the past 2 years. I don't know. Actually, I'll get to it in a second, dude. This guy's got me doing working here. Sick of these. Already read it. I think Jake legit beats Poatan. Shut up. No, he doesn't. Poatan spars with Zhilei Zhang. He takes rounds off like 22-1 something McLean, heavyweight pro boxer. Like, he's a legitimate good boxer. Top 3 underrated fights past 2 years. And also, he's bigger than Jake. And I want to see if Jake's power holds up to anyone his size. Because so far, we don't know if it does. And anyone who's been bigger than Mike Perry and Tyron Woodley and Ben Askren, even just frame-wise, they've been able to take all of Jake's punches. So I reckon Pereira would. Top 3 underrated fights past 2 years. Shane Burgos versus Billy Quarantillo is probably one of the most underrated fights. A female fight on the Contender Series was pretty crazy with Katakate, I think her name was, and whoever she fought. What's another underrated fight I could just tell you about real quick? I don't know. There's loads in there. Thank you for the 8 months of membership. Thank you for the £10. Guru, if you restarted life at 18 with the one goal of becoming UFC champion, what would you do? Amazing how MMA is one of the few sports where you can start late and still become the best. You have to be like a genetic phenom. So I would be able to. I would just go to I'd go to Team Renegades early, and I'd get there 6 years before Edwards made it legitimate. If I had a time machine and I knew Edwards was going to be legit, I would go to Team Renegades in Birmingham. I wouldn't want to go to Birmingham because it's basically like going to Saudi Arabia at this point, but I'd like to go there just to get some training in. So I reckon that'd be a good way to do it. Mazda L20 is free. Okay. Thank you for the $20, John Smith. And thank you by that, Mute. I appreciate the £10, dude. He should say that he wants to fight the best in the UFC and the GOAT of combat sports and proceed to call out Alex Pereira. No, maybe he could big man Jones like that, yeah. I want to fight the most dangerous man who's willing to fight me. And his name is Alex Pereira. Because there's another guy who ain't got the nuts for it. I don't know. At work, John. It's been stressful. And I'm smelling overcooked dinner. It's time for a taste of your own medicine. Thank you for the $2. Connor does better than Perry, but still loses. True. Thank you for the $2. Yeah, he would lose, I reckon. He's too small, dude. He'd get body shotted. McGregor doesn't have abs at like 170 at 5'8". Like he's going to get body shot finished. Someone needs to tell Aspinall to go here. And not just because it's, he's weak at the body, anyone would, but Jake Paul's huge and throws a lot of hard body shots. Whoa. Go for it. How mad will you be if Aspinall gets chinned by Blades and Jones goes on Twitter and says, y'all really thought this guy could beat me? Yeah. That would be so annoying. If you want it to make a comeback, say it. Thank you for the $3. Hi, Alex Pereira loses to Prime Chael P. Sonnen. No, he does not. He does not lose to Prime Chael P. Sonnen. Please stop. Thank you for the $10, John Banazak. Honestly, I feel like Garn's athleticism is just in his coordination and his ability to move well in free space, especially for being so big. Yeah. Tom is nearly as good in that way, though, and has way more snappy. Yeah. I think Tom's just more devastating of a warrior. Maybe Garn's more athletic. You know what I'm saying? Because Tom is more built for fighting than Garn. Garn would be a better NBA player than Tom, no doubt about it. But for fighting, for athleticism that helps in the art of fighting, Tom has benefited more from that, I reckon. Larger hands, you know, denser bones, fast twitch, extremely fast twitch, faster than anyone else, you know. Yo, I don't know. He would definitely act like he wasn't doing it while they explained that he was for a few minutes. I'll be there and I'll be there. No, 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 no. What would be a worse scenario? Tom getting destroyed and fraud checked, or him testing positive for Turinabol and a whole stack? It would be worse if he tested positive, because then Jones would be welling, and it wouldn't be fair for him to well, but people would let him well. You versus Tracy in a 5-round MMA fight. Who do you pick? Tracy thinks he'd smoke you. I saw someone sent me it on Instagram. He said he thought if he could weather the storm, I would gas out and lose.
I'm not a casual. I know how to fight, but just saying, man. Some people that are good enough to win. Could you beat Guru in a fight? I could obviously beat MMA Guru. I mean, the guy's out of shape, you know. Of course I could beat him in a fight. Come on. Dude, I freaking run, man. I run, bro. And I did 2 years of rusty kickboxing, and I work out, man. I lift weights, bro. So, yeah. I think I'd be able to beat up MMA Guru. All right? If I have 2 years of rusty kickboxing and I freaking lift, come on, man. I think I'd be able to beat up MMA Guru. How tall is he? What is he, like 6'4"? 250? Guy's out of shape, man. I'm joking. I don't know. That'd be a tough fight. It'd be a really tough fight. I would have to survive the early onslaught. I would have to survive the early onslaught with agility.
I don't know. I literally had no training for South Africa, and I went hard on the pads for multiple rounds. I'm not just going to gas out. If you've done good cardio before, you will always have decent cardio, I believe. It's a mentality, really. Obviously, it's different in the cage, but I don't think Lucas Tracy would beat me in a fight. No way. I'm too big. Way too big. I'd probably just clinch him up. Definitely clinch him up. Do you mean MMA fight? I'd grab his fucking curly hair and fucking uppercut spam him immediately. Ragdoll him by his curly fucking hair and fucking send him to Peaches and Creamville, dude. That's what I would do to Lucas Tracy. Peel that hairline back a few more inches, but talk your shit. Send him to Peaches and Creamville. I'd fucking send this guy. I'd fucking send this guy to Peaches and Creamville with my big meaty hooks and his cobblestone wobblestone knees. Send him to fucking Peaches and Creamville. Sorry. Thank you for the $2. You know what? Yeah, I'm done with Michael Bisping going after Jake Paul. You got offered to fight Jake Paul very early into right after the Ben Askren fight, and you said no. Oh, fuck yourself, Bisping. Honestly, dude. Hearing Bisping be like, he's a pussy. He's not even good. You literally turned down Jake Paul after the fucking Ben Askren fight. You should have went in there and beat his ass, but you pussied out. That should have been the end of him there, but no. He did say no. Yeah, he really said no, yeah. He didn't want to risk his eye. I get it. But still, you can't sit there and yap about him nonstop about how he's ducking and a pussy and not even good when you literally ducked him. Like, you had your chance to shut him out. You should have done. There's been a fighter with more pressure than Tom. Yeah, there's definitely been fighters with more pressure than Tom. Aldo when he fought McGregor. McGregor when he fought Aldo. McGregor when he fought Mendez. There was pressure on him there. He tore his ACL. There's a lot of moments throughout history, yeah. You know what I just realized, chat? I grew up on Batman. Thank you for the membership, Yitapan. I feel like Garn and Aspinall are different kinds of athletic. Garn wins a dance competition. Tom has a higher vertical jump, hits harder. I don't even know if Tom would have a higher vertical jump. I would say Tom, you know what I think, chat? Hear me out, yeah? This is exactly the way to describe Garn and Aspinall's athleticism. Garn and Aspinall are racing 100 meters. Aspinall is blowing him out for the first 50, and then Garn makes a comeback towards the end. That is literally the perfect way to describe it. 100-meter sprint, Garn, Aspinall, athleticism test. Aspinall blows him out the fucking water to begin with, and then Garn slowly catches him back up and wins, maybe. You know? That's what I think. That's how I would describe it. Aspinall's just got the different explosivity. I don't even know if it's pure athleticism that he has over him. Leon impression is amazing. Can you spaz out? Yeah, I'm fucking losing my mind. I just did the trick shot. Did you guys see the trick shot? Yeah. Yo. Go on, dude. Headshot dead. Yo. Headshot dead.
Dude, perfect. That's 9 takes in a row. That's 9 takes in a row. We finally hit it.
Apparently that was real. The Leon Edwards, yeah, I don't understand why they're saying that, but I guess that's the new meme. But apparently it was real because they showed a different angle of it. He probably tried it about 50 times, but they showed 2 angles of it. So I don't know. Clearly faked. I mean, it could be, but they showed 2 angles of it and it looks really real.
Headshot dead, yeah. Headshot dead.
Headshot dead.
Headshot dead, yeah. Headshot dead.
Headshot dead. So he might have just tried it 50 times and they got it. Like, chat, trick shots aren't impressive. I'll be honest with you. If he wants to make a viral clip, just try it for an hour. You'll probably get it. Because once you've done it enough, you start getting real close consistently, right? I remember trying to do trick shots with my friends when I was younger, like getting footballs in bins and stuff like that. And once you've tried it a few times, trust me, after the first 10 attempts, the next ones are all really close. And you just start getting consistent with how close it is. So I believe Edwards might have done that for real, but there's no way it was first time. It looks kind of real. The only annoying thing is they turn as the camera comes along, which is kind of crazy. Dong. I mean, I don't know. The way it looks in the air after the camera spins, it does look kind of fake, but I don't know. I feel like Edwards' reaction would be a bit more hyped than that if he really did it first time. It looks real when he kicks it, but when the camera spins, no, it kind of does look real. It does look real. I think it is real. I think it is real. But he probably just tried it about 50 times. Right? That's the story, I reckon. It's real, but he did that shot about 50 times. Jog in, take a shot. All right, try it again. Jog in, take a shot. All right, try again. Jog in a bit, take a shot. Probably about 50 times, and he did it on like number like 13. You know what I mean? Randomly, he got it sooner. I don't know. It could be fake, though. Downs if you think that Leon video is real. I don't know. It could be. I'm just saying it could be, but they could have tried it a bunch of times. That's all I'm saying. Chat, trick shots get done all the time, and they literally just sit there for half an hour trying it sometimes. Realistically, chat, out of all of the trick shots I've seen online, kicking a basketball into a hoop is actually one of the easier ones. I'm sorry. It could be fake. I'm just saying, like, it could be real. It really could be real. Staged, yes. They tried it a bunch of times. They probably went, all right, we've booked an hour. We're gonna get this shot and it's gonna be good. Or 30 minutes or some shit, you know what I mean? And if we don't get it, we don't get it. It's fine. Something like that. I don't know though. It could be edited, obviously. It wasn't even that far away. I know it wasn't even like a full court. It's a public court. It was tiny. So I don't know. I think people are overestimating how kicking the ball into a hoop is easy. All right, chat. 100 attempts. You have 100 attempts. Do you think you could kick a ball into a basketball hoop? Do you think you've got a good chance of getting it in once? Kicking a ball into a basketball hoop in a public court, you sit there, 100 tries. There's a good shot you can get it. There's a pretty decent shot you'll get it. Even in 50 attempts, there's a decent chance. I'll definitely, by the end of 10 tries, I'll be hitting the backboard frequently. Remember, Edwards played football growing up, so he's going to be somewhat more accurate than the average American. Way more accurate than the average American. Like, if you put a bin at the end of a street and tell me to, like, hit the bin, after 10 tries, I'm getting close consistently. Definitely. That was a volley, though. Yeah. You guys don't realize, like, kicking a football in Europe and everywhere but the US is like you guys throwing a NFL ball. Right? Because I see how accurate you guys are at that. And I'm like, how the fuck are they that accurate beaming those fucking footballs at each other overhand? It's kind of similar. Like, that's just natural ability in the UK. You kick balls quite accurately. Pause. Where you from? South London. Farted. Okay, stop trying to get me in trouble, grey shirt, clip farming, you pussy.